Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we are here to talk to you about our picks for the May 1st, 2023 FOC. Now, for those of you who don't know, G and I work for Penguin Random House. We manage sales into the comic retail market around the world. So, titles that we talk about in these videos are from the publishers that we can sell into those markets. Also, we want to mention that we are on social media, and you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and obviously on YouTube, where this video is it's living right now. And you can find us at PRH International Comics. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the first pick is Vision of the Hawk, the art of Eric Moonhawk Roper. Uh, Obviously by Eric Roper. This is not a graphic novel. This is not a collected edition or a manga. This is a collection of art by Eric Roper. He's extremely well known around the world. This is from MIT Press. Um, and we do have more rights to sell this. And people who are in music and have been into music for a few decades, like me, might recognize some of the art from Arik Roper. He's, like I said, a very well-known artist and graphic artist from New York, and he loves music, and he has done some amazing album covers you might recognize from the Black Crowes, from Iron Maiden, I think Grateful Dead too at some point, and also like posters for their tours and things like that. But also he has done a lot of covers for books, and many other projects. And I mean, you just pop in his name in Google and you'll find tons of stuff from Eric Roper. I do have a couple of examples of from the interior. This is a collection of some of his original work early in his career, and you can see that he, obviously by this image and by the cover, you can kind of tell that he loves this fantasy sort of uh, look. So you're going to recognize a lot of those elements that you see from other, like Boris Boyejo and some of the other ones that are very classic, sort of fantasy and space opera kind of look in their art. There's another one here, and also a little bit of horror too, so which is great. Highly recommend this. I can't wait for this. His art is very beautiful. Like I said, you can go online and look at it, and I know that this is going to be a very beautiful edition. Definitely should be a part of any music fan. So next.
Next is my cover pick for this week. This is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 26, and this is the David Telesky Spider-Verse variant. Huge fan of David Telesky. Incredibly funny to follow on social media. It's just really enjoyable to see his posts. And if you didn't know the type of style that he usually does like pinup handsome men,
Yeah.
and I love it. Uh, and his art is delightful. And then you have this image, which is
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's awesome.
Um, it's like a reversal here. So I just love the look of the face.
Yeah, Peters, and I love that he's wearing that shirt that it's you, I mean, if you kind of recognize it, I think it is that one that has the Spider-Man but in the shape of a heart, which we've seen Mary Jane wear in some comics and in some covers. So
Yeah.
it's very cool. So it's just flipping the script.
It's just flipping it, and I like how, like, he tucks his knees in, like, I don't know, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so I don't know, it's amazing. I love it so
Very, very
much.
cool. Yes. Awesome. And next up is one of my picks, Alien 2. This is the Dave Johnson variant. Now, this is the new run of Alien that just started, I believe, this week. It's the first, when we're recording this, I mean. And this is issue number 2. It takes us in the Arctic, and it's an expedition, and the aliens are over there. So obviously, you see here one of the aliens kind of already went to work, and it's grabbing somebody in it, like on a roof with some sort of antenna, and the moon or the sun shining very bright in the background. Maybe things are on fire already. I don't know, but it's very scary and beautiful at the same time, which is kind of a thing when you look at a lot of art of that related to Alien. So this is perfect. I love how it looks, and it feels like a movie poster, and it has the 20th century logo on the corner. So I really love this. Very, very cool.
All right, next
Next.
up we have Clobberin Time, issue number 3. This is the Dan Panosian variant.
Mhm.
And I really, really enjoy this series so far. I need to like catch up though. Uh issue number 1, I can't tell you how much I love this because this is just like a lot of fun. The story, especially when it first started, where you have the Thing and the Hulk just like bantering with each other, and the story is kind of ridiculously fun as well. The art is very cartoony, like the interior art as well. It's just like I don't know, it just reading it for some reason gives me nostalgia for this type of story. It's just like it's at least with issue number 1, it's like it's kinda episodic, like,
Yeah.
something happens, a situation happens, and it, like, ties up at the end, but, like, you want to stick with the adventures that these 2 get themselves into, so you're waiting for, like, the next episode. It's kinda, like, very cartoon, like, waiting in the morning for the next episode of our cartoon to come out, but this is in, reading it. And
Yeah.
then you can see the fun on this cover as well with issue number 3, where the Thing is like, "That's a lot of stars, isn't it?" And, Doctor Strange is like, "Yeah, it's magic stars." And it's just
Yeah.
funny to me because it's not like it's just like a graphic, like, clip art
Yeah.
of these stars that are, like, on these covers, like, it's, like, nowhere near I don't wanna say realistic as if magic is realistic, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like a clip art of all these stars, and it's just
Yeah.
fun.
It stands out even more because everything else in the cover is so very well detailed, and then you
Yeah.
just have this stars that are
Yeah.
like not evenly like drawn or anything. They're just like these stars that are, like you're saying, like a clip art.
Yeah, I just
Very
like
cool.
that. It was
Very
really
cool.
hard to pick a cover for this one, because there is also another cover, by Dan Hip that's really cool as well. So,
Hmm.
I don't know, I might have to get multiple, covers for this, which is fine because I really like the story too. So,
Yeah, yeah,
just highly recommend, if you haven't read this as well, you need to pick it up. So,
yeah. Great. And next up is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Dog of War, number 3. This is variant retail initiative 1 in 50 by Congress. And I love her art. I have some other books with her cover art and also some interior. And uh, she always does all this uses all these colors and sort of blends them in, and very bright. So it's, as soon as I saw it, and even before I saw her name, I know it was from comics. And then you have a bunch of dogs floating in what looks like maybe a holodeck. inside a Star Trek ship or the Deep Space Nine space. You know, and then you have obviously Quark and oh God, I forgot the name of the other character from Deep Space Nine. But yes, they're both there, and they're just looking at the corgi, who's I guess the main character of this storyline. But then I guess he went into the holodeck to be surrounded by other dogs and have some fun, which is great. Very beautiful, very cool, very funny, just like the story. Yes, for this book. Great.
Oh, I think I meant to put this on the slide, but if we go back, that's a ratio of a 1 in 50 full
No, I
art.
mentioned it. Yep.
But there's also another 1 in 25, which looks like the
Oh,
same art, but it's slightly different. So
okay.
I should have added that, but forgot to add that. But just letting you know,
Yes.
there is also another 1 in 25. Yeah.
Great.
Mhm.
That,
Oh, and then this one is Deadpool issue number 7. This is Ben Sue variant. I just like the look of it. You have like
yeah.
these two like ferocious wolves that are its jaws are
Are they wolves?
encircling
Oh,
Deadpool right
maybe
now.
the bottom one looks like a bat or
Oh,
something.
maybe is it? I have no
Or
idea.
maybe it is a wolf. Maybe I'm just
It looks
imagining
like there's
things.
whiskers. So
Oh, so it is. And yeah. Anyways, two
I
ferocious
could see
creatures.
like the bottom one might look like a bat, and then the
Yeah.
top one looks like a wolf.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like, what is this? But it's cool,
Which is
regardless.
usually what you want to say when you're looking at images from Deadpool. What is this?
What is
If
this?
you have people saying what is this when they look at your Deadpool art, you're doing it right
Mhm.
for
This
sure.
is also a really fun story, that I've been following
Hmm.
as well. I just it's like a blast to get
Yeah.
through. It's like it's chaotic as is normal with
Yeah.
the Deadpool story, but I like how this cover it's like a metaphoric representation of all the violence and chaos that he, like, literally is encapsulated around this guy, so,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I like about this cover.
Very cool. All right.
Oh, and
Next.
then, before if we go back, it says "Merc with the mouth." Makes sense
Yeah.
with the image, yeah. I
And I
had to
think
mention that.
I messed up. I think this one is yours, right?
Nope, it's yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's both of us. No. Santa Staros, Star Wars. You know what it is I meant to cut one because I have too many and I think I left it, but that's fine.
Uh,
Because I did have it on my list. It's Emma Lupacino. This is an amazing variant, and I also love this story. I'm reading this one and collecting this one in single issues, um, and it's very very cool. It's sort of very Star Wars sort of uh, stories with bounty hunters and sort of like Dr. Afra, which is also a colleague of San Staros and a love interest at some point. So it kind of is that feeling, but it also has family involved. So and in family, it's like her mom, her sister are involved, and there's all this family drama with the action, and it's very very cool. So it's sort of like a little bit of Ocean's 11 meets, I don't know, any family comedy that you can think of. So I really love this one and the colors, and then we have this new character. I forgot the name on the left that was introduced in the previous issue, and you can see them here on the cover with Santa. All right, so that's it for our picks, and then every week we kind of show some a little bit of news. So tell us a little bit about this, G.
So we have new Saturday morning, specifically Saturday morning ads variant covers, which is cool. And the covers that we're going to show you today are illustrated by Sean Galloway. And I just like the concept of these are connecting variants as well. And so this just brings a bit of nostalgia to the FOC, which is great. And yeah.
Yeah. So these are yeah, and it's, I mean, people from my generation might remember a little bit more. Saturday morning, you get up and you see uh, the cartoons, but also you see all these ads for, and they would be in cartoons, and they would have like cereals and all kind of other things uh, promoted, and it would be this kind of funny, quirky, cartoony type of illustration. And this is the main cover, but then we also have this connected cover for issues 4 and 5. And sorry, so the other one is issue 1, sorry. And then we also have issue 4 and 5. They're going to have also by Sean Galloway, Saturday morning concept, and they're connecting, and they're awesome, and they look amazing. These are Death of Venomverse. Sorry. This one is X-Men Days of Future Past, Doomsday, number 1. I should have explained. And then the other ones are then Death of Venomverse, number 4 and number 5. Sorry. And then if you want to see them all together, that's what the connecting ones are going to look like, and with all the different Venomverse characters. Awesome. And that's it for this video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I mentioned before, we're on social media, so be sure to check us out at PRH International Comics on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. Comment, send us messages. We'd love to hear from you. And we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.